think there's a lot of people that need this guidance. For me to be 43, I needed to hear it, so I'm going to read it to you. I don't think my friend Jules would mind one bit. Have you ever heard of the story, The Eagle and the Crows?
They tell on themselves every time, dude. Oh my god. It's so funny that she chose very specifically the Crow and the Eagle story because, like, a lot of people think that there's this surface level, like, rise above things and things like that. But, like, if you really look into the historical significance of that story, it starts out with the concept of the eagle, right? About this Western symbol of dominance, nobility, and power, and it being like this ultimate patriotic symbol, you know, and all this other stuff. And then you look at the crow, who's often portrayed as the loud, bothersome, annoying, or aggressive type of person. You know, in mythology, we look at things with crows, and they're symbolized with like bad omens and dirtiness and disruption, or, you know, code for basically anyone who's not light-skinned enough. Or voices that critique like power and, you know, take a peck at the system, so to speak, asking for things like justice. The thing with that is like, it becomes this, if you really look into it, it becomes this message of like, if you're in power, just don't engage with criticism and just rise above it. You know, it's saying like, basically saying like, don't listen to dissenters, don't listen to the noise from below, and like, you're too important for people to call you out about injustices. And it plays into these white supremacist tactics of avoiding discomfort and seeing critique as an attack and like framing themselves as being above it all. And it's just like, I'm sorry, it just doesn't vibe, because like the reality is like crows very specifically are these like super intelligent creatures. They can learn words, they can go through and collaborate together, they're adaptive to situations, they remember people, like they're like literal survivals. But the metaphor created here is this metaphor of like their critical voice has to be dismissed because, you know, the eagle's comfort is more important. Like, it's so hilarious that she just like that. Of course that's what she went into, of course that's what she went towards. Like, they tell on themselves every time.